All righty, I'd like to call the order of January 17th, 2018 meeting of the Limestone County Commission to order. I'd like to thank everyone for braving the elements to come out today. This is not a special call meeting rather than a regular meeting of the Limestone County Commission that was originally scheduled for yesterday, but due to the county being closed, we pushed today. And even though the county is closed today, the people's business has to continue. So thank you all. Thank the commissioners. Thank the members of the press and everyone that's come together to make this happen today. Michelle, are there any public comment?
No, sir.
All right, at this time, could you call roll, please?
Yes, sir. Commissioner Hill?
Here.
Commissioner Turner?
Here.
Commissioner Black?
Here.
Commissioner Harrison?
Here.
All present. Commissioner Black, could you lead us in our pledge?
I will.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. First item on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes from January 2nd and January 10th, 2018. Do I hear such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Harrison. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to approve claims in the amount of $503,561.08. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
I have a second by Mr. Harrison and Mr. Hill in unison. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next item, resolutions and orders. I'll ask for a motion to approve a resolution for a medical reimbursement plan, $250 for each qualifying employee, retiree, and elected official. Do I hear such a motion?
I make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Turner. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item, I'll ask the motion to approve the tax abatement for the Toyota Mazda facility recently announced in Limestone County. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner. Discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next item, I'll ask for a motion to approve a resolution to approve condemnations for East Limestone Road project. Do I hear such motion?
I make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Turner. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harrison. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item under budget revisions.
Mr. Chairman,
Oh, I'm sorry.
taking up the resolution on the Huntsville IDB as far as the granting of the abatement.
Yes.
But there was also the other resolution regarding Amendment 759 in Huntsville's acquisition of property.
Right. And it
So
should-
that needs to be taken up as well.
Okay. And that's, y'all have that, and then the press has that. That is, could you run over that right quick for us, Mark, and then I'll.
No, that was what was provided.
Yeah, we had both of them on the work session.
Yeah,
I guess.
last week, and it's just under Amendment 759 to Alabama's Constitution. It's it's your acknowledgement and consent to Huntsville purchasing property in Limestone County for the project.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Harrison. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Black. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimous. I'm sorry, Mark, it was in our work session. We had both of them, but it failed to get put on the agenda when they printed the agenda. All righty. Next item, budget revisions. I'll ask for a motion to make the budget revision as presented to the commission on comp loss to fixed assets minus 16,000 in the beginning fund balance minus 9 for purchase new motor vehicle for 25. That's the where Ricky, the lady ran the stop sign and totaled out his vehicle. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion.
Have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. There are no emergency purchases to come before the commission, no board appointments, no bids to be awarded. We'll move on to personnel actions. I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire William Austin Lee Morrell as a correction officer pending drug screening. Do I hear such motion?
So moved.
Have a motion by Mr. Hill. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to approve family medical leave for Blake Allison beginning March 19th, 2018 and ending March 30th, 2018. Do I hear such motion?
I make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Turner. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Black. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Hope Beatty as licensed tag clerk. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Harrison. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Black. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. At this time, we'll move to our engineer's report. Mr. Massey?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. We have 4 subdivisions for your consideration today. Houston Street, it's a replat minor. It's a preliminary and final, 2 lots in District 3. This is north of Huntsville Browns Ferry Road and Gary Reedus Drive intersection. Lackey Estates subdivision, it's a minor, preliminary and final, 7 lots. District 4, it's at the intersection of Quinn Road and Carter Circle. And then the J. Barney Griffin Estate subdivision, it's a minor, preliminary and final, 2 lots in District 4 on Easter Ferry Road, north of Whitty Mill Road. And then Lydia Corey Place, Phase 2, it's a replat. It's a minor for preliminary and final, 2 lots, District 4 on Lydia Corey Road, 1/4 mile south of O'Neill Road.
And it's your recommendation
recommend.
that we approve to the
Yes, sir.
commission? Do I hear a motion to approve the following subdivision as described by our engineer, Mr. Massey?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Harrison. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Black. Any discussion?
I think the ones in District 4, all of those are consolidation of lots. If I look at those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If there's no further discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. In other business, we've scheduled public hearing. At this time, the commission received comments relative to the proposed action to vacate a portion of undeveloped right-of-way between Mooresville Road and Oliver Road.
I'll make a motion.
Well, I don't need a motion. We're
Yeah,
just going to
motion.
receive comments. I'm fixing to ask
Oh,
for
okay.
one.
Everything got quiet, so I was reading something else.
My
So
opportunity.
I thought I might be on picture.
I don't know. Taz perked up. I thought maybe he was going. Upon receiving no comments, I'll ask for a motion to approve a resolution to vacate a portion of undeveloped right-of-way between Mooresville Road and Oliver Road, more particularly described as beginning along the east right-of-way line of Mooresville Road, 500 foot north of Oliver Road intersection and extending east approximately 320 foot to the west right-of-way line of Oliver Road. Do I hear such motion?
So move.
A motion by Mr. Hill. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Black. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Motion carries unanimously. At this time, we'll move to a report of our officers. Commissioner Hill.
Yes, sir. I'm like Mark. It's good to see everybody get out and brave the weather. We thank you for doing that. I'm not going to say much about the Toyota and Mazda plant because I know there's been a lot, but you know, it's just amazing to me what when people get together and work together, what happens, and the results turn out good. And Limestone County a change, and I appreciate all the behind-the-scenes work that went on, because I know it was a lot. Also, the roads are still slick in places where the wind didn't blow a lot of it off. It's been packed down, and we've salted some of the hills and got some on the bridges. But I still encourage everybody to be real careful because it's still places that are slick, and have to be real careful. That's all.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Turner.
Yeah, I'm excited about the Toyota Mazda announcement like everybody else is. We know it's going to be a good thing for not only Limestone County but North Alabama. As far as the roads go this morning, the roads in East Limestone, the main roads were in pretty good shape, and but there's still some slick spots on some of the lesser traveled roads. We know we have potholes, but we'll get to them as quick as we can. The weather has just not been cooperating with us on trying to make repairs on them. But as soon as we get some decent weather, we'll start getting the potholes filled.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Black.
Report about the roads and stuff in District 3. We have some that are pretty good, kind of like Commissioner Turner said, but we've got some that won't be cleared up by tomorrow. I mean, they'll be as bad tomorrow as they are today. I don't know what else we can do. We've spread urea. We've gone back and looked at it. If it's a shaded area, it's not going to melt today. And I think we're just supposed to get just barely above freezing tomorrow, like to 36 degrees or something. I don't know how much of it will melt tomorrow. So it's not 100% covering the roads, but there are bad spots that can cause some major accidents like we had all day yesterday. So just drive careful. If you don't have to be out ripping and roaring up down the roads, don't do it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Harrison.
I'll just echo what Jason said on the roads. We've got the most hills and hollows in our district, and there's, you're going to get some evaporation this afternoon if the sun remains out. And we've spread salt out, but it's not going to take much of an effect. We expect a pretty good bit of clearing tomorrow afternoon. And so, like you say, don't get out if you don't have to. And I'm able to traverse just about all of my roads. I've not gone anywhere where I couldn't get in and out of, but I've got a vehicle that is conducive to that. And if you've got a rear drive vehicle, I wouldn't recommend getting out on the roads. We'll say this about the Toyota Mazda thing. I'm excited that they're coming here. You couldn't ask for a better company candidate to come into this area. One of the reasons, Toyota's number one, I mean, in terms of auto manufacturers, and there's a good reason for it. When I worked in manufacturing with Kohler, we implemented parts of the Toyota production system, their Kaizen system of continual improvement, their lean manufacturing. Their attitude toward waste is phenomenal for a manufacturing operation. And here's I have a dream speech. I have a dream that we could someday, with this influx of people that will be trained in that type of a system, that they demand that we in government implement some of those principles. And so that's my dream, is that we can operate similarly with their philosophy. They've got a phenomenal philosophy, and that's why they're number one. So I'm excited that they're going to be here. It'll be an economic boon for Limestone County.
Thank you, sir. Once again, thank everybody for coming today. Like I said, the county offices are closed today, but we appreciate commissioners, appreciate the press, appreciate the folks that come in and employees stuff that made this so we could get this done because the county's business has to keep going. Thank you, Sheriff, being here today and out keeping the road safe and help. I know you've had deputies all up here on the radio everywhere helping people out and assisting people all over the county. And for that, thank you. We really appreciate it. Toyota Mazda is great. Been a lot written about it. Been a lot written about it. It'll evolve over the next several years. We'll have infrastructure improvements. We'll have infrastructural problems that we'll have to work through and get done. But it's a great day for Limestone County. Thank you once again. Thank the people that's watching on live stream. And with that, we will adjourn until 10 a.m. on Wednesday, January 31st, 2018, at the Washington Street Courthouse Annex at 310 West Washington Street. Everybody stay warm and have a great week.